So the underlying thesis of farmland is fairly straightforward. We have on this planet a limited amount of arable or farmable land. We are losing that at a fairly consistent clip to urbanization, while at the same time we have an expanding population that we need to feed, we need to provide fuel for, and we need to clothe. So at a core economic macro perspective, you have a supply and demand relationship that makes a ton of sense. Here in the United States, we're blessed with some of the most productive soils on the planet, and in a fairly large volume. Historically, those fundamental economic conditions of shrinking supply paired with increasing demand have led to consistent appreciation of the value of American farmland. There's several ways to splice the data, but they all come out about the same. The give or take the 50-year average appreciation for American farmland, and this is USDA data is the easiest to lean on here, is about 6%. Let's call it high fives to low sixes % on an annualized basis. So where we think about this, there's cash flow associated with it. And when we get into the specifics of offerings, we can talk through the relationship between appreciation and cash flow. But starting at the macro level, farmland is largely an appreciation play. So what we're focused on is investing in a hard asset. At AcreTrader, we do it in an unlevered environment. So we really want to simplify. I often tell investors my goal is to be the most boring asset in your portfolio. This is backed by a hard asset. You can go out and stick your hands in it. It is productive dirt. And historically, farmland has been correlated to inflation. So it's been a store of value during recessionary periods. This about 0.67 is the positive correlation to inflation. And it's also performed or outperformed historically equities in periods of economic uncertainty. So when we talk about where we are today, what we think about farmland being is a hedge, right? This is something where you put your money, you want to wait. This is not a daily buy and trade type of asset. This is an asset that you sit on, and over the course of decades, in many instances, our model focuses on 5 to 10 year holds, but over the course of decades, you see that appreciation play. And again, in an unlevered environment, the risk profile is far more conservative, particularly in the alternative space than a lot of the other offerings out there.